200 Johannesburg firefighters will be without jobs this festive season. This as the city faces rolling blackouts and wet weather. Officials say the firefighters were sacked because of an illegal strike by Demawusa members earlier this year. Mobile Madlala is following the story for us. She joins us now with more. So how are unions reacting to what's been done?
Well, not an easy time, Shahan, but I must tell you that they're far from taking it lightly. From what we understand, speaking to the Secretary of Demawusa, they said that they will be filing an appeal on Monday. So, well, they also were trying to explain that the strike that was not supposed to be, well, rather something bad for a lack of a better word, but what they were trying to do was basically to force the EMS to comply, and therefore they had to do what they had to do at the time. In fact, we spoke to the Secretary. Let's just hear what he had to say.
We thought after we wrote the mitigation and aggravation, we might get a lighter sentence on the issue of the strike or the outcome on the strike. But now it's changed from the way they were talking about to say we might get a lighter sanction to the dismissal. So I think they are playing some mind games with people's lives.
And what's the city's stance? I understand there's more to come.
Yep, it doesn't look like it's going to end now. From what we heard from the EMS spokesperson, he said to us there are different kinds of people. There were people that started the strike and then decided that they were not going to work the whole day that day. And then there were people that started and then eventually went back to work. So they're saying that in those categories, they're going down the line, basically. So these are the people that were on a stay away, that's alleged they were on a stay away, and therefore they're starting with them and they will go to the next category. In fact, Shahan, they were just saying that they've got about 1,000 workers, so there's no need to panic. So they're saying that those people will be answering calls and they will be attending to whatever the emergency may be on the day. And they were saying that they've got volunteers that are coming in, but of course that it's not really a happy time. In fact, let's just listen into what the city also had to add.
We are sure, hence we are reassuring our residents. I remember the above-mentioned employees who have been served today, they were on a suspension for the last 3 months, so they would not been at work. But we still continue to render the service. So, hence I'm saying that we should be able to make sure that we activate all the resources which we have. Remember, we've got agreements with our neighboring municipalities who, if there's a need for us to activate them, we should be able to activate them to assist us to be able to render effective service while this process is being finalized.
Okay.
So what are workers saying about what's happening?
Not an easy time again. They're disgruntled. They're sad that they're losing their jobs at this time. I mean, it's the festive season. This is when people want to actually go out and spend and enjoy time with their families. So a couple of them were saying that it's sad that they were not even on the actual strike. One guy said he was at work that day, but he got a dismissal letter. And another one said he was working actually today when he got the dismissal letter. But let's just hear from the woman who said this is sad that it's happening on the 16 days of activism.
I feel disappointed on these 16 days of activism. We are single mothers. We've got kids. We were not in illegal strike. We were just needing compliance and escort. And what is bad, or rather, the management, they went on national TV and then promised us they would give us escort.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Our reporter, Mobile Madlala.